But your goal with pocket pairs should be to spike a set or pretty much spike a set, to get paid off, and hopefully it's a top set. Even if it's a middle set, it's okay. But I've had quite a few situations where I had set over set, and I'm sure most of you guys did as well. So if general rule, and again, it's not just it's not the general rule of poker. It's general rule of how I play. The mid pairs, I would raise. Low pairs, I will just flat, and hope to spike a set. But doing anything fancy with deuces, for example, raising with deuces, anything on the board, unless you flop the set, will beat you, and you might not have a lot of showdown value with the deuces. So here we're just checking, so hoping that our ace. I'm pretty sure that we're good here most of the time, just with an ace. That just does not look like the flop that hit him at all in his range. Yes, ace 8 offsuit early. We're going to fold. And it seems like the only bad player I would think that would be Li Feng. See, this guy just flattered. He's a rock. I only have 22 hands on him. He's 5-0-75. See, whenever it's red, you got to stay away from these guys. And I have them all color coordinated. You want to be somewhat in the yellow area. Really green. Really green is really good because that guy's a fish. So that means that he flat calls a lot. This is not that bad of a flop for us. But with Jimmy over here, who I played with many times, playing back at him would simply be a mistake because he's way too good of a player, and it's not something that I'm planning on outplaying him out of position. There's just way too many hands that's on that board that beat me. Ace-9 in the small blind. Not knowing much about this guy. Depends on what happens here. I'm definitely raising. If somebody's going to raise before me, I'm going to fold. If we get a lot of limpers, I'm just going to complete the blind and see the flop with that. And I don't see any reason for 3-betting here whatsoever. 7 queen deuce with 2 clubs is a flop that completely missed us. We are the first to act. I can have an argument for betting out here, but I'll be betting maybe 70% of the pot to win 72 cents. And there's no money, and there's absolutely no reason to bet here, so I'm just going to check. And I'm gonna give up on that hand. and see if we can go to showdown with just an ace high. Ace 10 takes it down. So as you can see, you know, I'm taking note that he flattered with ace 10 off. Oh shit. Flattered with the ace 10 off. Gun +2. So since I don't have a lot of information on him, he's going to be yellow. But eventually, after I'm playing for a while, you know, all these circuits are going to be colored. But I don't usually make any kind of notes unless I see something like this guy limped, you know, he flatted, you know, in early position with the ace 10. You know, it's not the hand that he wanted to fold, you know, and it's not the hand that he wanted to raise with. But you know, this is something that he wanted to play mainly because he has an ace in it. That's a lot of guys' mentality. You know, oh, there's an ace, there's a ace 9, you know, but I got an ace, you know, but in reality, most of these guys have absolutely no clue of how to play. Ace 10 is not a good hand. Ace 10 suited is a good hand in the late position, but definitely not worth flatting with it, you know, especially under gun +2. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna be wrapping up this video here pretty quick. I'm going on an hour. I hope my introduction was good enough, and I hope that I was able to show you some things that you might have not realized before, or maybe you did, or and we're hoping to get somewhat creative in the future, and I'm planning on posting a lot more instructional videos, and I definitely would like to thank Ian for having me being a coach on Online Holdem Tools. Make sure you go there and check it out. There's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of free stuff. There's a free training beginning course. There's free ebook, odds calculators. Let me play this in here real quick. Queen 10 suited. Queen 10 suited is a good Broadway hand to play. I'm going to open with it. This is the type of hand that I like to see. I'd like to go to showdown with if I flop something like a 9-jack open-ended, or maybe 2 clubs. Those are the type of hands that you will get paid on. You will get paid on a lot more than sets or big cards or pairs. You will get paid on more of drawn hands, like broadways, and what I mean by broadways, it's any cards, you know, 10-jack, jack queen, not necessarily suited. Any cards that somewhat connected with even one gap or connected that can make you a Broadway. Suited is definitely a plus. But anyway, we're going to wrap up this session. I'm going to sit down here and summarize what we talked about. In the early levels, your range should be pretty low. In the Did I say low? in the early, your range should be pretty tight. Middle position, you can play broadways. I would definitely open with mid pairs. Late position, you could be playing a lot wider range than you normally would. Also, pay attention to what the guys are doing. Take notes, and we'll see you next time. I guess I said I've been rambling on that I'm losing focus on what to talk about, knowing that I'm actually paying more attention on what I'm gonna say next than than actually playing the game. So, but anyway, I hope you learned something. And once again, I want to thank OnlineHoldemTools for inviting me to be one of their coaches. I hope I can bring a lot to the table. Even though a lot of my knowledge comes from playing live games, but I think I can handle online games as well. So anyway, hopefully you learned something. Impaler is out.